nothing confusing. It's straight to the point. But these brokers don't understand. And that's the frustrating part. I'm not authorized. And I want you all to take note of this. This is some important stuff because this is the journey process of starting a buy. That, for one, our MC is not active, right? So I'm gonna give you all that. So our MC is not active, but we have a text dot. So what that means is, and this is gonna be a long video, by the way. It's gonna be a long video because it's a lot of fruitful information that I want you all to take in, especially if you're starting out.
Why so serious? Let's get it, man. Lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, serious, lanes, serious, serious,
Just calm down.
Let's get it, man. Serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, serious.
Why so serious? What's going on, Serious Nation? You got Serious Mindset, and we are back with another video. Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you type in, or if you've been to the channel or you're a subscriber, make sure you type Why So Serious, and make sure you drop that fire emoji right after Why So Serious. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to my veterans. I'm an actual vet as well. Shout out to those that are currently serving active duty. Appreciate you for your service. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Yes, I wanted to give up on the box truck. Look, I was on the verge of giving up. So hear me out. And then we're gonna get into a lot of details. First and foremost, shout out to my guy Kirk. Hold on, I'm in that wide body thing. So my wife pretty much screwed me on this garage parking because she wanted to take up both lanes. Get it, serious lanes. My wife take up 2 lanes, but anyway, she got me. Oh, hold on, Biggie. Hold on, Biggie. So let me go ahead and get situated, guys. Let me go ahead and do what I need to do, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate you all. Stay tuned. Details of why I was contemplating on giving up. Basically, hold on. What's wrong with my? Hold on. Let's see if we get this. Why up here dark? Message. All right. So basically, why I was contemplating on giving up was because, again, that, for one, our MC is not active, right? So I'm gonna give you all that. So our MC is not active, but we have a text dot. So what that means is, and this is gonna be a long video, by the way. It's gonna be a long video because it's a lot of fruitful information that I want you all to take in, especially if you're starting out. Because at the end of the day, it's different between somebody telling you something and actually going through it, if that makes sense, right? So, in saying that, what is wrong with these people? I see you want me to get a speeding ticket. Golly, what y'all doing? Texting on the phone? Golly. They looking at me. You want to take a ride, buddy? I'm also serious. But anyway, for one, our MC is not active, and we have a text dot, right? So I'm going to give you this information. When you only operate in your state and you apply for an MC, your US dot, because the way we did it, I'm telling you how the way we did it. So the first thing we did was, let me put you all over here. There we go. the first thing that we did was we applied for our MC. What we noticed was that the MC was taking longer than what it was supposed to take. Now, the reason was, from what they told us, was that, of course, yes, you do have the 21-day vetted business day period, okay? So our vetted day when we dropped out of the vet process was on the 18th. Now, keep in mind, FMCSA does put out a disclaimer that says that it could possibly take between 4 to 8 weeks, okay? So keep that in mind, that 4 to 8 weeks. So we're little did I know we actually got in the 8-week period, because that's what they told us. Now from this date of me recording, they're telling us approximately the 2nd week in April. So that's one of my first issues. 2, since we applied, our USDOT is showing not authorized. And I want you all to take note of this. This is some important stuff, because this is the journey process of starting a box truck business or any transportation business, because legally you have to be authorized to move freight around this country, okay? So, and I want to put emphasis on this, because since we knew that it was going to take longer, for one, we have the rental. We've been having a rental for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And you already know, you pay for insurance to get your MC approved, right? They do give you an X amount of period to get it. But we went on ahead and got that early. So we waited a couple of days and then we got there early, because of course we've been shopping around. But what I'm saying is that we paid for that. We paid for the deposit for the budget truck. If you have those items and those items are sitting, you're losing money. One of the things about being, quote unquote, an owner, business owner, entrepreneur, boss, whatever you want to call it, boss baby, I'm a boss, if you're not making money, you're losing money, okay? If we can't turn this truck and it's insured into an asset, literally an asset of income, right, then it's doing nothing for us, so it has to go. So another thing is the fact that we spent the money and the truck was sitting, and what we decided was to run just in the state of Texas, which is very much doable. Texas has a lot of moving freight. You have Austin, you have Houston, you have San Antonio, and then of course you have Dallas, right? So as we were applying for some of these loads, some of the brokers, we were getting pushback. It's a story behind this. Again, follow with me. Just listen and follow with me. We were getting pushback because 30, 60, 90 days of an active authority. Now, what that means is that, for one, our MC is not active. When they go on Safer, these brokers don't know that when you apply for an MC, your US dot spits out right then and there, and it is active. It is authorized. But when they go on Safer, if you don't know what Safer is when you can actually look up an MC or US dot, or either type in a transportation business name and see if that entity is authorized to move freight or move anything within transportation. Okay, so keep that in mind. So not only that, I mean, it's a lot of moving pieces. I'm just gonna be honest. Not only that, when you apply for your whatever, TxDOT confirms if your USDOT is active. Listen to me. In order for us to get that active Texas DMV certificate, our USDOT had to be active. Okay? I hope y'all follow me, because it's a lot of important information that I'm putting out that most people will not tell you within detail. Okay? So, for one, if your MC is not active, how are you going to make money? You already left your job, you already got your truck, you ready to get on the road, you projecting that thing to be ready within that 21-day business day. You already calculated, but it didn't happen. What you gonna do? You tell me what you gonna do. That's something that we didn't. That's something that we didn't even think of, right? Because we was expecting that thing to be active, but it didn't work like that. It did not work like that. So another thing is the brokers don't understand that you can operate with your text dot within the state of Texas, and when they look you up, they have a hard time trying to just find you, because the number one things that you'll find out is when you're trying to move freight, everybody always asks for your MC. Oh, what's your MC? What's your MC? What's your MC? And what I told them was that, hey, we're not operating with our MC. We're operating with a text dot. So they put in the numbers because it starts with 00. So it starts with 00, blah, 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 and then end with a C. Oh, we can't find you. Okay. Coincidentally, they probably not looking on the wrong system now that I think about it, right? So then they say, okay, well, can you give me a US dot? Boom. What did I just tell you? That safer is going to show not authorized. And if you look in between some details, I'm actually slap some details across the screen. I'm gonna do a little bit of work for y'all. I'm gonna slap those details across the screen, and I want y'all to read that. I want y'all to read and acknowledge what that actually says. It's nothing confusing. It's straight to the point. But these brokers don't understand, and that's the frustrating part. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's frustrating, right? I'm a very strong individual as far as mental, as far as some gains too. You see that thing. But at the end of the day, it's frustrating when you're trying to make money for your business. You're trying to make money to feed your family. It's very much frustrating, and it can be very, it can just be very downful because you're trying to do the right things, right? So that's one of the things why, those are several different factors on why I was contemplating on giving up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it didn't make sense. You're trying to get these low, and I don't know. Look, and then hear me out. The loads in Texas, within Texas, were going like hotcakes. Texas to Texas, Texas to Austin. I mean, Houston to Austin. But the loads that's going out of state of Texas, they're still on a load board. That's so weird. That is so weird. Let me take this phone call, people, because the wifey calling, and you know, you gotta take that.
Let's get it, man.